on this episode of Bot vs. Con.
Are you ready to play Pokemon, though? Because you got to catch them all.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to really determine what I really want and what I can hold off on and just take a chance in the future.
Like what they're doing with Scorponok. I just have no place to put it in my collection. Hasbro is not allowing them to sell this in the U.S.
Here's something for the people watching. Let us know what your, if you like this one, but what's the most you would pay for this figure if you were looking at this. Looks better to me than when we initially saw it. He's got a bobblehead.
It's a little too big.
Doesn't do enough for me. I think this is probably my second most anticipated figure.
This one's much better though, right?
Much better.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans, to another thrilling episode of the news. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard. And before we get into it, we have kind of things from both sides. We're going to talk about some old stuff and some new stuff and some leaked stuff. So stay tuned for that. I want to give a big shout out to the Chosen Prime for sponsoring our channel. Thank you so much. Go ahead and pre-order most of the stuff we're going to be talking about, whether it'll be now or in the future, and you might be already able to pick it up. Also, a big shout out to our members. Thank you so much for helping us put on this show. We really appreciate it. And an especially big shout out to our latest Seeker, Kazael Prime, and our latest mini-bot, Hurricane Harrington. Thank you so much for joining the tribe, and for all of the subscribers. We really appreciate you guys too. We're almost at 3,000. We're 17 subs away from the time of recording this. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and drop it drop it. That doesn't make sense. Drop a comment while you're there too. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll be keeping this content coming. All right, are you ready, Bobby?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it. And let's start off with some TFCon Toronto news. So Aaron Archer will be at TFCon Toronto, which is very cool.
It is very cool. I had a chance to meet him and have a conversation with him. I don't even remember what con it was, but really cool guy. And if you haven't had a chance to meet him, take the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, I know for my generation, he really designed a lot of the toys that I used to play with. So it's very cool. I think he was doing custom sketches, if I'm not mistaken, in LA. It was like 5 sketches or something like that.
It could be.
Do you remember that?
Remember. I don't remember.
Well, either which way, go ahead and look into that because that's pretty cool. Next up, we have some Botcon. They put up these ads so you can see they have some guests. They have thousands of Transformers on sale. I thought it would have been like 10,000, but thousands. And then there's the exclusive Bobby's going to buy. Are you excited to go to this?
I am excited to be going. It's going to be my first Botcon, and don't forget, send in your questions. We will be bringing Derek from Botcon on the show, so I'm really excited about that as well. But I'm really excited to go to Botcon. I've never been to Fort Wayne before either, so really looking forward to seeing some friends in person, seeing some subscribers and some members possibly. So yeah, it should be fun.
It should be, and are you ready to play Pokemon, though? Because you got to catch them all.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing the free pins at Botcon, and I would say Jazz, but some of these aren't Jazz. Anyways, it's the original Jazz Porsche, and it comes in all of them. Do you know all of these decos?
No, I know Blackjack.
There's Blackjack isn't on here.
Or not Black. What's his name?
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Or
That's it.
What's his Japanese name? I can't think of it. Okay. Anyways, keep going. Stepper. There we go.
I have there's Cheetos Jazz, which is what I'm going to call them, and then there's the non-transforming one they came out with. I can't. Is it the G2? That's G2 Jazz at the top.
It transforms.
But the one wasn't there. What's the one that when they stopped transforming? When I got out of it.
Oh, Action Master. None of the Action Master Jazz just looks like normal Jazz. Here,
okay.
I'll just tell you. G2 Jazz, the Cheeto one, G2 Jazz, the normal one, and then it's Shockwave, Alternator, Shockwave, which I believe you probably have, right? Yeah. And I think that's all. Was it alternators, or was he? I think in the.
He didn't look like that.
No, because I think in the Botcon they redecoed the Jazz into Shockwave. That could be wrong though, but that's definitely Shockwave. And then it's Shatterglass Ricochet, Shatterglass Stepper, Jazz. Shattered Glass Jazz, Ricochet, and then a mystery one.
Okay, I thought one of them might have been. But was it Meister or something like that?
It could be that too. I mean, Shattered Glass Jazz has a really weird color scheme where he just looks like G1 Jazz but on a new body, so it's kind of up in the air. Are you going to be picking up all these?
I'm going to try to.
Well, pick up a second Ricochet and Shattered Glass Stepper.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to.
Yeah, no, they're cool. Not as cool as the Prime, but still a cool concept.
Yeah, they look good.
What do you think the mystery one's gonna be?
Hell if I know. I didn't know what these ones were.
It's definitely gonna be a Skybite themed Jazz. I'm just making something up.
Yeah, it's gonna be transparent. That's what.
It's gonna be like what? Vinyl plastic. So it's see-through. Yeah. I mean, there you go. Let's move on to some leaks. So we don't have a picture, but Prime vs. Prime, which is a popular YouTuber, went on TFW and says he already has Studio Series Megatron. No pictures, so take this with a grain of salt. I don't know if you believe him, if you don't. He said Studio Series 86 Megatron in robot mode is everything you would want from the G1 design. He's mostly all gray plastic, which is kind of sad, with a very pale painted gray face. The back is immaculate. If it wasn't for something very vague tread detailing in the legs, you would have never known he transformed into a tank. He hasn't gotten around to tank mode, but he includes a sword that he used to slash Prime with in the movie. His back gun barrel and himself as the Walther P-38. The red sides are present. The hands articulate exactly like the 86 Prime, and it's a completely brand new and not Megatronus. Do you believe this?
I don't see why he would lie about it.
Well, you get people internet clout.
Yeah, I don't think that he would really need to do that. Where he's pretty well known in the Transformers community. If this was April Fools or something like that, then I would probably kind of say, oh, okay. Now the part that really excited me was that it is a new mold, and so it's something different. I'm excited about that. Not sure if I'm going to pick it up though.
Yeah, I think everything sounds good. I would rather have him painted silver, not gray, but tune accuracy, I get it. He looks gray. But everything else seems great. I like that he comes with a gun of himself. That's kind of cool. The sword is cool. I don't understand his back gun barrel. So I guess he looks like this, and you have to plug that in to make him look more G1. That's what I'm assuming. With what we've seen with the new prices, I'm not willing to pay $80 for him. But hopefully that's true. I would like to see some designing magic on a Megatron to make him look like this instead of, tank treads hanging off of his back or something. And I'm not saying he's lying. I don't know nothing about him. I'm just saying you can't trust people on the internet. Who knows? It might not even be him. Somebody might have just made an account with his name. You never know.
That's more realistic, I think, than him telling the untruth. Let's say that. But yeah, that's what's getting me. I think I'm really backing off of Hasbro because of the price increase. I don't want to. I mean, if it is a new mold and everything like that, then I'm definitely interested in that. But if the prices are these new prices, then yeah, I'm going to skip it, unfortunately.
Yeah. So Well, hopefully we get to see him soon. I think he's supposed to come out this year, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm sure Hasbro will show him off. They haven't been doing pulse streams.
I was just about to say the same thing. We haven't seen one in a long time.
Yeah, so maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just be like, here you go. It's already in stores. Go pick it up. So, like they used to. Let us know what you think down below, and we'll be right back with the updates. Moving on to just announced, we got some comic news, and Void Rivals and Skybound showed off Transformers and Void Rivals, the 2025 August solicitations, as well as a preview of issue 21. So, what are your thoughts?
It looks like 21 and 23.
23 is, so, the August 2025 solicitations are Transformers number 23, Void Rivals 22, and then the one coming out, I think this month, is number 21.
Okay. I actually went to a different comic store. Sorry, Chris, for cheating on you. I went to a different comic store yesterday and picked up a comic as I was hanging out with some friends, which I'm behind, but I really liked what was on the cover. So it seems really cool. I'm going to spend this weekend catching up. I like all three covers. I really like the issue 21 with Megatron and Thundercracker and Soundwave there. It looks like Ravage is back. So yeah, I don't know how. Again, I'm so far behind, but
well, there's a lot of different stuff in there. I mean, Megatron's all in one piece. It could just be an art piece.
It could be, and who knows? I definitely don't, but it looks
People
good.
who read the comics know.
yeah, exactly. I will be looking forward to seeing these. I'm really interested. They were getting really good, and they've actually always been good, but I've just slipped up, had a lot going on, so I will be picking these up this weekend and catching up.
Yeah, I really like the Magnus cover in the center. I think that looks really cool, but I need to catch up too eventually. Next up, we have the book number 1 via Hasbro Pulse. They showed off this. I don't know what this entails, but it looks like there's another way to go ahead and collect these comics.
Yeah. This, I'm assuming this is like a several issues in one.
That's what I'm assuming as well.
Yeah,
like the first 4 or 5 issues in one.
Yeah. So looks good.
And this might be a Pulse exclusive because it looks like it says Pulse underneath the barcode.
Yeah. Right. I will definitely probably take a look at it. Maybe it's just a different cover from the first set that they did. Who knows?
Yep. Well, looks like you need to pick this up too. Next, we have the Transformers Wild King episode 5 that's now available. I skimmed through it to see who this character is. It's nobody new. It's one of the dinosaurs.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was Hot Rod or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on either. And I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like. It looks kind of cool. But then it's like a 7-minute YouTube video, and the actual show is 3.5 minutes, and then there's 3.5 minutes worth of ads for the figures. That was kind of funny. But yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get something like this for Age of the Primes or whatever.
I swear, I never thought I'd say it, but I miss media. Even if it is a commercial or something for Transformers.
Yeah, I know. I don't think they have any commercials anymore. Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So we did do a video on these. This is just Shizuoka Hobby Show 2025. But just in case you guys didn't watch that, we're going to go ahead and talk about it here just a little bit. And we have AMT-01EX Rodimus Lost Light version. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's coming too soon. It looks really good. I want this. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I think this looks phenomenal. I do like the colors in the picture with the border, which is not Like, they might have edited the colors, I don't know. But I do like that bright, vibrant blue versus the prototype images, I guess it is.
I want to see the price.
Well, yeah, that's the deciding factor. I think it looks great. I'd be worried about the price. And if they're already doing a repaint so fast, I'm going to assume the Shattered Glass one is right around the corner.
Yeah,
and I'd rather have that one.
I'm just curious. I have to hold off. I think when it comes to what I don't already have pre-ordered, that I'm going to have to really determine what I really want and what I can hold off on and just take a chance in the future.
Yeah, I don't think things are going to sell out as fast anymore. All right, let's move on to another thing they showed off at this show, and that is MPG-18 Hauler. It looks like they're actually calling him Road Hauler in Japanese. Anyways, are you picking this up?
This is another one that I'm not sure about. I have the X-Transbots version, which I'm really happy with. Gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I may not be picking up different variations of characters. I did like these from Hasbro as well, or Takara, whichever way you want to look at it. I just don't know, again, if I'm going to be able to afford it. It's not a character I love enough to spend now just the tax on. So this is something that I would pick up, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, you already have it, and it looks good. It looks really good. You know,
it does look good.
Next up, we have the Missing Link Anime Bumblebee and Cliffjumper C09 Cybertron Hero Set. Will you be picking this up?
I'm on the border on this. I have the originals. I do like the animated faces, though, which is tempting me. I like that they come in a 2-pack. I just don't know if I need duplicates for just the head.
Well, they're different. I think they're going to have tune-accurate emblems on them from how big Bumblebee's is, I guess. And then Cliffjumper has gray.
Yeah, like I said, I already have... if the emblem, I can put a sticker on. But yeah, it's just... Yeah, they were already kind of... I don't want to say pricey. They were already... a premium cost, let's say that, and then to go in and get another set for more than what I paid for the original premium set, and the differences aren't that much. It would be cool too, but this is again one of those things that I don't feel like I have to have for Transformers, so I already have a representation, and I might be okay with that.
Okay, makes sense. Next up, they showed off the Transformers and Evangelion collaboration teaser image. Can't see much, but I'm assuming it's going to turn into a truck because it looks like it has wheels on its leg, but I hope it's not another Prime. I
don't know. The silhouette looks like, he's kind of like Vogue posing or something, like he got his hip to the side or something like that, Yeah, I'm with you on this. I need to see more, and that's, this doesn't really say much to me. I hope the colors look good. I don't really want another Prime as well, but just looking at the right side of it, you can kind of see the antenna going up, and then another one kind of leaning forward. So that makes me think Prime as well.
Yeah, exactly. I see the same thing. Speaking of another Prime, we've got the Zoids and Diaclone and Transformers Shield D Prime. And these pictures were real ramen toys, so thank you, Ace. I think this looks good too, but we already talked about it in depth on the other episode, and we don't like the red on them. We wish it was just all blue. I still don't know why they wouldn't just go with Leo Prime, but maybe this color scheme worked better and they didn't have to change too much.
I saw in the comments that they're going to do a repaint, or somebody said that there's a repaint coming that would be closer to that. Cool.
Well, I mean, it still wouldn't be engineered correctly, though.
Right, because...
Unless maybe the head pops off and you could pop it on the shoulder or something.
Right. What this did make me think of is I was going to go watch the show right after we recorded the other day, and I fell asleep. So this is probably something else I'm going to try to do is watch Zoids and see what it's about, so I can have a little bit more information on.
I remember it being very strange from when I watched like a lore overview. But next up, we have the Synerject series Macross 7 Basara Convoy, and this picture is via Takara Tomy, so it's a little bit clearer than what we've seen before. And you can see it comes with 3 heads, I'm assuming, or 3 faceplates probably. And yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just want to know what he's standing on, what that is. Is it just like a piece that folds up and sits off to the side? It looks like in the middle there's treads or something like that underneath it.
Yeah, I wonder in the anime if they have like a launcher or something that launches the ships, and that's what that is.
Yeah,
I'm very ignorant about Macross 7. I know nothing about it. Literally nothing. Besides that ship is a great alt mode and looks really cool.
Yeah.
And would have worked great for Cyclonus as well.
Definitely. So I guess time will tell, and I am very interested in it, but we shall see.
Yeah. Next up, we have Funbee Studios with Marb.
Is this from like Cybertron or something like that? The show? I don't know.
No, I'm assuming this is from G1 with the orange, and it has a G1 figure.
I do not remember this.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, I remember this from that episode and I need it in MP sized.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all. And yeah, it looks kind of cool. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea.
Let's see. Here it is. And it's from the comics.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
That's what it's from. And Ratchet is on it. So that's why you don't know about it.
Yeah.
So nope, you still need to get it in MP size.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Robot Toys RT20 Hades, which is a legend scale Rampage, so it's about 5.3 inches tall. And it looks great, but the colors look weird. I don't know if they're off. I looked at what he looked like in the show, and he's more orange than red, and all that teal in his stomach is silver. So I don't know what they're going for. Maybe this is just a prototype, and then because it's obviously a digital render, and then they'll fix the colors, because even if this was MP sized, I probably wouldn't pick it up because the colors just look wrong. But the figure itself looks great. And if it was an MP sized, I'd be picking it up, but definitely not an Legend size.
Well, so then, question for you, then help me understand here. Wouldn't this, if it did come in these colors, wouldn't it be like the crazy repaint that you always are asking for, or is it that you want a crazy repaint of a character? I
want a crazy repaint that doesn't look like it's trying to be the character. If they made this in green or something, this is trying to be the right colors but wrong.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? It's like when you see Scorpion for Mortal Kombat and he's orange instead of yellow. And he's not blue and he's Sub-Zero. He's still Scorpion, but it's wrong.
Okay. I was just trying to get clarity there for myself and also for some of our subscribers.
And I really don't like the blue that they used. It clashes with everything else. Honestly, if they made that teal gray, I could live with some of the other weird color choices. But I don't understand what they're doing. Hopefully, it'll be fixed in the future.
Yeah. So if it is the right colors, but
I still would get it.
Okay.
Because it's not the right colors for me. And even like the toy's not that color, and I looked up pictures of him from the show, and it's not teal. So,
I meant if they make it to the color,
not in legend sized.
Not in legend sized. Okay, so there's no way you're picking this up, no matter what they
until we get an oversized, like what they're doing with Scorponok. I just have no place to put it in my collection.
Yeah, I would pass on this as well. I just don't care for the figure at all. MP size, I would have a reason for getting it because I do have some Beast Wars figures, and fine. But to just add it to add it, no.
Yeah, exactly. It looks great though. Besides the weird teal. Next up, we have Mecha Warrior Combiner, which I do think you need for your Prime shelf, and this is via Shento Toy Box.
No, this ooh, no, this is a mess.
Hey, I think it'd be fun for a kid.
Yes,
as a KO. I really do like the little robot with the giant head. I don't know why it's like chibi, but not chibi at the same time, and looks good.
Yeah, this would be that the slow month for me as a kid, and I would ask my mom to while we were went to the swap meet or something like that, or to the flea market, whichever term you want to use.
Or you get it from like your grandma who doesn't know what to get you, right?
No, I never had that happen.
He got you the right stuff?
No, they didn't buy me those things. So
well, in the alternate dimension, Bobby, where the grandma liked to buy you what you liked, would have gotten you this.
I don't know what that is. that
alternate dimension.
That what you speak of is very unfamiliar.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get back to this dimension. We'll be right back with the updates.
Yes.
Now on to the updates. First, we have the Blokees Devastator, which I think the box looks very nice, and you can see all the parts that it comes with. You do have to get the rest of the pieces. But I thought this was crazy. I don't know if you heard. Hasbro is not allowing them to sell this in the US. I guess because they think it's going to be competing with Studio Series Devastator. And I'm like, try to tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure. Because this doesn't transform, so it's not the same. But I do like how this looks better than the Studio Series one. But I just thought that was so funny.
Wow, I did not see this at all.
I thought it was going to be because of, the tariffs and all that going on. But nope. Requirements of the copyright holders.
Wow. Okay.
Like, this is going after a completely different market. In the Studio Series 1. It's not meant to go with your Studio Series figures. People that want Studio Series will get that, and people that want this would still pick this up.
Yeah. There could be more behind it, and maybe we're looking on the surface. But I do agree with you. It does seem be a little sensitive there. I'm not picking up either, so I have no skin in the game on either. But I do like the way this looks.
Yeah, I think you need to go ahead and pick it up.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Because you'd have to pick this set up too. So this is the Galaxy version, Defender Wave 3. So we kind of talked about this last time, but the full line was revealed. So for robots, we got SG, Optimus, Jazz, Hot Rod, Grimlock, Soundwave, Skywarp, Brilliant, Megatron, and Glittering Soundwave. The vehicles are Long Haul, Scrapper, Mixmaster, and SG Optimus. And the chase figures are Metallic Grimlock, Metallic Soundwave, Special Galaxy Type Grimlock, and Special Galaxy Type Soundwave. So... And you obviously need to pick this up to complete the Devastator.
Yeah. Again, they look good. Jeez, there's so many options for collectors from all over, which is really cool. So you can get your fix anywhere, and I do really appreciate that. It just. I'm so confused because aren't these official Hasbro? So why would
Well, technically, they're not Hasbro. They're a third-party licensed.
License. I'm
like
sorry,
3-0 or
Yeah,
YOLO Park.
that's what I meant. I'm sorry. I meant
So they're
license.
official.
So it's just, you see Hasbro down at the bottom right, and then sorry, we're not gonna be able to sell them. That's just kind of throwing me off. But hopefully everyone who wants this can get them. They're fun. I do like them. They're fun to put together, and hell, this might be where my Transformer budget goes.
Well, for the Devastator, the upgrade set is available on like Shozi and other sites for about $15. So
that's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Next up, we have the Cyberworld Chomp and Battle Grimlock in hand images via TFW user Digital Brave 3.
This looks better than I think when it was first revealed. Mm-hmm. I still wouldn't pick it up, but it does look better. The transformation looks very, very simple.
It transforms like the robot heroes Optimus Prime that turns into a dinosaur, if I'm not mistaken. But either which way, I think this looks phenomenal for a kid. This looks like a lot of fun. The Gatling gun arm is really cool. The T-Rex arm, how it kind of swivels so you can actually chomp people, is really cool. I think a kid would have a lot of fun with this. So, I'm good. I don't need it. I think this would be really fun for a kid. And, if you could even have it like turned around and then he's a turret. There's imagination that you could figure out from this, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's I can see that.
Yeah, so... Next up, we have more stuff from the Shizuoka Hobby Show, and we have Deluxe Scrapper and Voyager Mixmaster silhouettes, and they look pretty much exactly like we would want them to, at least in silhouette form.
Good luck collecting.
Yep, go ahead and pick them up, Bobby. They also showed all of these off, which we kind of looked at before, but here's like a whole group picture, including the Masterpiece Optimus, Skybite, some things that have already came out. So if you want to see these in more detail, you can find pictures online. And then we got the Predaking. We already talked about this on 2 videos now. But what do you think of this prototype?
I think it looks really good. I never thought I would say this, but I'm curious about the price. I'm actually going to be a little bit more price conscious, and it looks good. It looks very good in combined mode. I'm curious to see, initially when it was revealed, when we saw the individual bot modes and stuff, it didn't look that great. So I'm curious to see what the finished product looks like in all modes. But this looks really, really good, and I'm very curious about what the price is. I mean, there's a lot of speculation. In the chat, someone mentioned I think $600 or something like that.
Oh my god! That's more than both of us.
Yeah, we've talked like 300-400. What would be the comfortable space to pay for something like this? All those things kind of matter, and I'm very curious to see what it comes out to be, to see if we're like way off, over, or if we're way off.
I would love to be way over.
Yeah,
and be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, so it's something that I am very interested in, and hopefully we'll see it at one of the upcoming cons.
I don't think so, because this is Takara, so I don't think you're going to see it stateside. I think that this does look very nice. I love all the different colors. I love that it has the orange on the wings. If you look at the render, that sword with the pieces of red through it looks great. I love the silhouette. This is practically an action figure you plug things onto, which is fine. The Leo Kaiser that you got, the Iron Factory, was like that too. I think these are more legend sized than not even Masterpiece, Chug sized. I remember they were like 4.5 inches tall or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, people were like doing sizing and whatnot. I love all the accessories, all the guns and swords. That's so cool. I like his little T-Rex friend next to him in that picture. That Zoid actually looks really, really neat. Not that I would buy that. So I want to see more. I want to see the individual robots, and price is a big thing. Like we talked about, 600 would be insane. I couldn't imagine this for that expensive. I'm not even going to go there. I don't think this is going to be reasonably priced for me, but we'll see. I think it looks good.
Yeah, I'm here's something for the people watching. Let us know what your if you like this one, but what's the most you would pay for this figure if you were looking at picking this up. I'm very curious as to all the numbers that we might get on this.
Yeah, let us know what your maximum would be on this.
Yeah.
What would yours be? Let's do that now, I guess.
I don't know. This is the first number that jumped out at me, but 210. That's like the first thing I thought about.
Okay, I was thinking about the Rodimus, and I was like, okay, if this is as good quality as you said the Rodimus was, the highest would be like 250 at the very max, and it better be perfect. You know what I mean? If everything was great, all the bot modes were perfect, and it looks great, wow, it wowed me, that would be the most, because it is a combiner, so it does have all that. But that would be, 210 would be a lot better. But the Rodimus was 210, and I'm assuming this is going to have triple the parts, if not more.
That was the first number that jumped out at me, so I was going with my initial thought process. I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was thinking about like the size and everything that we talked about, and that's 210 was the number that came out.
Well, you paid more for the Iron Factory guy, didn't you?
Again, that was the first number that jumped out at me. So I don't know where it came from, but I guess that's where I was comfortable. My wallet must have taken hold of me or something like that. But given everything else, I guess I guess I would say 300. But again, the 210 is I don't know why. Again, I don't have any reason for it. That's when you asked the question, it was like 210.
Okay, well, you say 210, I would say 250. 300 would be too much for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got this for you. You do need to pick this up for your Transformer, your Optimus shelf. There you go. And this is the Earthspark Optimus Prime and trailer battle set. How expensive do you think this is?
I don't want to say. I'm thinking $40.
You're right on the money. $39.99.
Gosh. Yeah, this is a skip for me.
I just realized, where do the missiles go?
I was looking at that too. I was like, those are.
I assumed it was the cannon, but now that I'm looking at it, there's no place to put them.
Unless they're handles. He has two batons.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, the two clubs. That makes more sense. Either which way, go ahead and get this. I remember you said you liked the trailer.
No, not for $40. You didn't hear me say that.
Next up, we got New Age Toys H69R Cole Redman and H69P Vice White Police via Weibo. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Weibo user. Oh, it's Main Motion. Main Motion did these.
They look good. I don't need them. I was thinking I was going to pick these up. I don't need them. I have these
them in MP size though.
Yeah, exactly. I have them in MP size. I don't need them. So, yeah, I can pass. But they do look good.
They do. The alt mode still looks like a pickup truck car El Camino. Ever since you said that, that's all I see.
Hauling an engine.
That engine's way too big, but they still look good.
They do, and the transformation looks fun. The gap in the windshield kind of. I think you had brought that up before.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it a little bit more now, but if I was all in for Legends like I've been for MP, these would be a must.
Would you pick up a Shattered Glass repaint?
Probably.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm sure you would. Next up, we have Mechanical Shell Studio MSS02R Thera Hoshi. And this is Universe Ramjet. Credit Weibo user 555 Jojo.
I like that name. This looks better to me than when we initially saw it. I don't know why it screams 4th of July to me, like with those weapons kind of bursting out in the colors. It's like, you know, a celebration here. This is possible.
I really like this because I like the character. I like Armada Ramjet. He's right up there on my shelf. Not Armada, excuse me, Universe. I love the story behind him. He's like if I'm remembering correctly, he's a Unicronian herald of decay. So he could like touch things and they just decay in his hands and stuff. I love that story. I think it looks cool with the colors. This is also a possibility because I don't think we're ever going to get this in any other size. I don't think Fans Hobby's going to do it, and if they do, who knows what their Starscream is going to have wrong with it. Depends on the price, but I'm interested.
Yeah, I don't know what these range from, but $40 maybe.
Yeah, $30, $40. I'd probably be in, just because I don't think we're gonna get it now. Hopefully, I would rather Fans Hobby do it. They just don't have the best track record with their Armada figures, in my eyes, right now.
I can't disagree with you. I can't argue with you. Excuse me.
Let's bring it around and let's have Fans Hobby do a good one with the Starscream when it comes out, and let's blow our socks off with it.
Yeah, I think I would be in for that. Ooh.
Dream Star Toys showed off Load Warrior, which is long haul in the center.
Yeah, they all look good together. They all look similar, but there's of course distinct differences as well. The colors and everything look really good, and I know we owe you a video. It's coming, I promise. We owe you a video. I'm excited to get this to continue the Devastator Wars. I think it looks really good. It doesn't say long haul to me in bot mode at all, which is fine, but that's my only gripe about it. As just a transforming figure, it looks good.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think below the knees, it's kind of too big. I don't know. It's not like bulky enough on the top half to what's that called? To balance out how thick his calves are. Like those are huge, but it doesn't look bad. I think the only one of these that really look like the character is Scrapper, because he has the thing over his head. That's it. The other Hook does it. It does, but Hook never really had that much of an iconic design, for lack of a better word. But this does not look like long haul at all. I do think it looks nice. I think the alt mode, we can't see much here, but it looks okay. It's kind of all over the place, and the front, like it's kind of disconnected. But I do think it looks good, and they all kind of go together.
They all do go together. Hook in bot mode. When as soon as you turn him to the side, you're like, okay, there's Hook. When you see that crane on his back. I actually like the alt mode a lot on long haul. I like the colors and how the color with all of these. Actually, I really like how they broke up the colors. I mean, you'll have like a big section of gray. And then the green with the yellows going around, the red pops for the windows and things. On long haul in particular, like the red lights and the red fog lights at the bottom. I guess those would be the black and red on the top. Look like they could either be beams, or laser beams or lights, whatever you want to say. I like the way these vehicles have all of them have looked so far.
I agree. I think these obviously look more like the characters, and I like how they broke up the colors, like you said. The red in there looks phenomenal against that green.
Yeah, which I wouldn't think it would typically. If I was reading what the colors would be, I'm like, what? That's gonna probably look terrible. But they succeeded with this.
Yep. And here's the combine mode, and it has hook as a leg in one of them, and people were saying in the comments, long haul is the whole torso, long haul is the leg, so I don't know what long haul turns into. But yeah, I think this combiner looks better now than when we first saw it. I think the head's still a little too big.
He's got a bobblehead.
It's a little too big, but the rest of it looks good.
Yeah, it really does. And geez, come on. So I'm happy to see that it's coming along, and these figures have been better than their initial Aerial Bot release thus far.
You better knock on wood and hope it stays that way.
Yeah. But so, of course, it was for the. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say for the Aerial Bots, it was just combined mode, but that's not true.
Well, and even if that, you're not done with combined mode with this. So.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another combiner you're going to be picking up, and that's Craftsman Toys Tactical Lord.
I'm gonna be honest here. Mm-hmm. I saw this and I wasn't as excited.
Ooh, why is that? Explain yourself.
I know it. The chest doesn't do enough for me to, and I don't know. I don't know if there's like not enough color and detail in the chest. It definitely looks like it doesn't look like a finish. That's what I was gonna say. It looks like a prototype.
Is it? I don't see any paint on it.
So so it doesn't. And looking at the nose cone, it wasn't like there was a lot of paint on the nose cone as well.
But at least there's like silver on where the knees are, and I don't see anything like that on the arm or Scattershot.
Yeah, so that's it. Just looked dull. That's what I'm not. That's not. I don't want to say boring. It looks dull. So it looks like it's unfinished, and hopefully they add something to it, some shine, some glisten, some colors or whatever to hype it up. But otherwise, I'm still going to get it, still going to complete it, and all those things. I would just hope that they do some more with it.
I agree. I think I didn't even think about that because I assumed they were prototypes. So I was already kind of looking past it. But if this is what it looks like, I think it's very plain for now. Definitely need some Autobot symbols somewhere. But I think it looks good. I like the silhouette. I think they all look good. I like that Lightspeed transforms the way he does. Strafe in the back looks good too. So I think this is a good looking set. The drill's a little huge, but I don't know what the G1 toy looked like.
Well, and I'm looking at Scattershot. It's cool how his missile or his the
gun / front of his vehicle mode is in the center of his chest.
That's kind of cool. So yeah, there's some certain parts about it that look really good, but again, I just want to see some pops of color in there, like some paint and
some silver here and there and whatnot.
Yeah, shine it up.
And highlights to everything.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Magic Square Toys Light of Peace Ultra, the Weibo user, and people in the comments Facebook comments were saying what's different. So I don't know. I was thinking maybe the chrome. Is the chrome new? Oh God, he doesn't.
So the first thing I did notice was the chrome. When the picture came up, I was like, huh. I was like, yeah, I don't remember. So
would the chrome be enough for you to pick it up?
No. And it's I have 4 or 5 of these molds, and with Prime and Dead Prime and all that stuff. So I don't know. It's not enough for me to pick it up. At a decent price, yeah, I would. But it would be later on. I don't need it right now. Yeah,
I think it looks good. But I don't know what's new, and let us know down below.
Maybe it is the Chrome. I just haven't.
If you can figure out what's new.
Jeez, I haven't.
Or is this just like slightly change the color, give it a new Ultra at the end, and just do another re-release? Yes.
Please, no more releases.
Dan's Hobby showed off VE03, the first test shot made from actual molds. So we kind of saw this last time, but now we have it, like the whole thing, put together, and you can see where the third seat goes. I know we were talking about that, and I like how the mortar can go. This actually looks very, very cool. Not for my collection, but I do like this.
Yeah, and I like that it has the shopping cart on the side, so I can pack some groceries on the side as well to carry.
Definitely, yes.
No, it looks really cool, and if I was a GI Joe collector, I would definitely be into this.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, let us know what you think about all those updates, and we'll be right back to finish this off with what's incoming and recently released.
Looks really, really good.
Let's move on to incoming, and you do say you like white tigers, so why don't you pick this white tiger up? We have Robot Toys RT04 Xiaohu via a Weibo user, and I guess he's talking on the telephone. I don't remember that from the TV show.
I don't. I was thinking the same thing. That's I kind of. It's like, huh? What is that? He needs to update to some AirPods or something. Yeah, it looks fine. I think you should definitely pick this up. From these angles, the feet don't look as big than some of the others we've seen, because he has a lot of big portions on his body, like the backpack, the arm, looks a little bit big. Before it just looked like he had big feet. Now it looks like the feet kind of balance everything out. So, big feet, big arms, big backpack, big thing on his chest, go big or go home, I guess,
Sounded like you were going to say something else.
Hey,
but yeah, I think this looks very good. Go pick it up if you need a legend-sized Tigatron.
Yeah.
I do think it looks better than the Masterpiece.
Yeah, I do not have.
And this is way tinier than the Masterpiece.
I do not have a Masterpiece version, so maybe one day that will make it to my collection. But I won't be picking this up since I do know there is another offering out there in MP size.
Funby Studio showed off their Signal Lancers. These should be up soon. So if you want one, go ahead and pre-order it, or order it. Pre-order. I don't know if they're doing pre-orders. Go pick it up.
Yeah, I think you should get it.
No, I'm good. You're the one that really wanted it. I think you should pick up like 3 or 4 so you could put them around your collection. Have little lights everywhere.
Yeah, no, we don't have streets in my basement.
Next up, we have King Toys Breakhorn.
I wish this would hurry up and send. I think now that Jezzy's out, and I think this is probably my second most anticipated figure of the year. I really do like the way this looked, even as an individual character, more so as an individual character than the combining form. I think it looks great. I love the swords on the back, the colors look great. Everything about it looks great. The face looks a little weird, but I can get over that. I can't wait to get this in hand.
Yeah, and it's funny you bring up the face, because I put this in particular because you could see the face. This is straight up Gundam.
Right.
Like, it's not even trying to be Transformer at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it does look good. I think this figure looks fine. The back kibble's a little it has a lot going on in its back, but it is what it is. The combine mode actually looks very clean. I like that. I think that's going to look great on an arm with the shoulder pad thing. And that Triceratops mode looks great too.
Yeah, this looks great in so many different ways, and I love the little add-on where you can have the
blades shooting out.
Blades. That's the word I was shooting out. I can't wait to do that. So this is one of the Dinobots set that I'm really looking forward to out of this set. This will probably be my favorite so far that we've seen.
Yeah, well, I think this is your favorite anyways. So
yeah, because I wasn't really, right? Yeah, the swoop. Yeah, this is swoop, and swoop didn't really do it for me from this set.
Next up, we have X-Transbot MX47S Ron. Diaclone / Shattered Glass Ironhide.
Yeah. This looks boring. I do have an order in for this. I skipped on the Hasbro version because I thought that this was the better figure, but this looks very, very boring. It definitely needs a symbol, an insignia sign or something on it, but the I wonder if it's going to have all the accessories that I can't remember if it's going to have the accessories that Ironhide had, and there was a lot of them. But
did Ratchet have a lot of accessories?
They both had a lot of accessories.
So then no, they're probably not going to come with as much, because when we get to Ratchet, which is the next figure, they showed off what he comes with, and it's not. It's like 3 guns and then the heads. Speaking of the heads, you could see everything he comes with. I guess he comes with a replacement head for Ironhide.
That was a complaint.
Yeah, which does look good. I do like all these different heads as well that he comes with. It looks great. I like the red face on this. I think that might make it look a little less boring for you.
Yeah, I like the middle head. I like the lines on the side. It looks like it has a mood to it that's not screaming or something like that. It just looks dramatic.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I like the red face that looks like an old man, or Shattered Glass Ironhide.
Yeah, makes sense.
I wish they would have put some of this yellow in the bot mode.
Yeah,
to make it less boring.
Yeah, and
maybe even the windows were a different color as well, just to give it some contrast.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a very competent alt mode.
It is. It's just boring. This is the true meaning of in disguise, because I would not know that this was a Transformer, if I saw this vehicle driving along the side of the street. But yeah, it'll have a place in my collection, with some of the other boring ones I've picked up over the years.
This one's much better though, right?
Much better. I like this a lot. Everything about this I like. I love the colors. The colors are beautiful on this. And this, yeah, this does it for me.
Yeah, I think this looks really good as well. I love the purple, the hint of purple, and that's something like Ironhide needed. Just a hint of another color, just to kind of wrap it up. I think this looks good too. Again, a little bit too smooth for me, because I prefer a little, aesthetics, but it is what it is. And here are the heads, and this is what it comes with.
Okay. And it looks like it...
I'm assuming this is what it comes with, because this is what they showed off in their latest round of big pictures. Now, maybe it'll come with more, and they just didn't show it off. But I thought they would show them off. So.
Yeah, this is... And similar, got some different heads for Ratchet as well. I'm in on this as well. So I've had these pre-ordered for a while, and they should be coming in very soon, because I'm waiting for my shipping notice.
Yep. So hopefully you get them soon, and it looks like you might be able to mix and match the faces, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So you can have a blue face on the white head, or vice versa. So have fun with these.
Yeah. Typically I don't do that though, but yeah.
Well, I think that would make sense for the Shattered Glass ones.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it would. I just typically, when I take, for me personally, I'm saying typically I don't change heads and all that stuff too much. So,
well, now's the time to start, since they're Shattered Glass.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Next up, we have what's recently released, and the first thing is New Age. They're calling it H64J Medic IG08, because I guess Lockdown's a medic in Shattered Glass. Okay. He was in, not even a panel of an episode in a chibi form, and then they made a whole figure out of it, which is amazing to their dedication.
I'm mad I didn't put a pre-order in for this earlier. I think I do want this figure. I like the head, the sculpt on this. I think it's something that, again, I don't know if we're going to get from anyone else. considering picking this up.
Yeah, I think it looks good too.
Yeah.
And we have New Age William, H69.
It looks good. The bot mode shines on this. I mean, the packaging, the the figure on the package looks boring. You know, it's just the way he stands. He looks like he's very stiff and very like.
I think they try to make it look like the G1 toy.
Yeah, it's. I wish they didn't, but the bot looks really good. I think that this character shines in bot mode, and you know the insignia on the chest looks perfectly placed. So
yeah, I think this looks good too. Next up is something you need to pick up, and that's Zeta Grand Max. You don't have this color scheme, and this is only like $80.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see what that big whatever I can't remember.
I don't remember the company, but the 30-inch Fortnite system. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna do that instead. This is fine. Again, if I was doing more, or not only that, I want to see what Scion Culture comes out with it eventually, possibly.
I don't think they'll do this color. I don't think they've been doing recolors.
They haven't been around long enough for us to tell, so I'll wait though. I don't need. I don't think I need this color as much in this size. Looks good, but
go pick it up. Go pick it up. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah, maybe if my grandma bought me toy.
There you go. Yeah. Go ahead and call her up.
Yeah, Grandma, can you send that down to me?
I knew you were gonna do that. Well, go ahead and put some angels in the comments if you made it this far for Bobby's grandma to go ahead and buy him some stuff from heaven, which just means he buys it himself. So
allow my wallet to be fruitful.
Exactly. And we will see you guys in the next one.
As always, to all debates are won, but before we go there, next week we will be doing the members only. We haven't figured out which day, Saturday or Sunday, so stay tuned for details on that. It's not too late. It's for Seeker and above. Have a really good time chatting with everyone, so think about becoming a member, and if you haven't already, go ahead and pick up your Bot vs. Con figure stand from 3D Icon Labs. Some of the fans have told us that they've gotten theirs and they really enjoy it. So again, to all debates are won. We will see you all next time. Later.